We're fishing for carp today. Welcome to PJ Greenacre Fishing TV, and the method we're going to be adopting today is float fished luncheon meat off the bottom and in the margins. This is the swim I've chosen. You've got overhanging trees, you've got a swim that's about 3.5 to 4 feet deep. I'm going to be fishing tight against those reeds, and we're going to put a lump of meat on a float fish rig. So there's your meat. I've got a hair rig on there as well if I want to use pellet later, and there's the float set up and the rods. So 2 rods that we were going to be fishing, and I'll just show you how it's done. It's quite windy today, so hopefully you can still hear me okay. We're going to just flip this tight against those margins. You see there's a huge lump of meat here. I am looking for that elusive 20-pounder. They go up to about 30 pounds in this lake. This is called Bob's Lake, one of about 8 lakes. So we're just tight in there, bring the float in against the margins there, and then just let that gently drop down. And then I've got a bite already. I'm just set up and I've already got something playing with me. And on the second rod, we can fish. Looks like it's disappeared already, doesn't it? That can't be. I cannot believe the fish has hit that already. Probably small stuff playing with us. I think what we'll do on the second rod, we can fish a couple of grains of sweet corn on a smaller hook and see whether we can produce some more fish there. I've got some sweet corn. Little pellets. I'll show you the size pellets I'm using. It's very ambitious. They are 21mm pellets, already come pre-drilled. So you're looking at that size pellet. What tends to happen is you've got lots of small fish in this lake. That big pellet sorts out the big boys from the small boys, and that will be put onto a hair rig later. We'll try that, but it smells absolutely brilliantly. So we'll give that a go a bit later. So I think we'll do a couple of grains of corn on a size 14 hook, and we'll see whether we can get 1 or 2 carp on the more delicate baits as well. There are a lot of roach in here, so we could end up with a few roach, bream. We'll just see how we go. Something's already playing with my big lump of meat. I say, probably little stuff attacking it. Float's going to be bobbing up and down, but when a big carp moves in, you'll soon know about it. Usually the bites are quite positive, they slide away. I think 2 grains of corn, probably about the max I can get on this size 14 hook. And then we'll put that out alongside and see whether we can produce a decent fish on the sweet corn. That goes on. I'll take up 1 grain. Right, here we go. Bread works well here. Unfortunately there's so many ducks, I'm not even going to run the risk of trying to catch a fish on bread because the ducks come quite confidently in on those. We'll just see how we go now. Looks like I've got a bite straight away. Fish on. This is a carp. He's just taking me in the margin. Small lump of meat. I've got a large lump of meat on the other one. I don't know how big this carp is, but there's 2 or 3 carp just moving in this swim at the moment. I feel could be a good fish. Certainly fighting well. And what I'm going to do is just open that bellum up just in case something big takes that. It's got a good pattern to it. It's making a good pattern anyway. We're about last knockings now. About 5-10 minutes left of the session. Waiting patiently for this one. I don't know how big he is, but he's staying low. How strong he is. There he goes. Feels quite powerful. It does feel powerful. There we go. Let's have a look at him. He's making some good tail patterns. It's normally a good sign, but you can never tell. Oh yes. It's a good size. Oh, it's a good size common. This is probably the better common. Yep. I think this is a perfectly formed common. Looks like a nice fish. Just get his head up, but he's certainly got his head down. Oh yes, off he goes. Nice one to end the session with. I think he's double figure this one. Feels like it. Oh yes. It's better quality stamper fish. There he is. Oh yes. Look at that beautiful oh, he's fighting well. Off he goes. Whoa. Off he goes. He's on a run. He's on a run. Ooh. Steaming off. Good fish. Someone's putting up a fight. There he is. There he goes. Whoa. Yeah, much better fish. Much better fish. Oh, off he goes. It's a nice carp. Get his head up. Here he comes. Ooh, yes. Whoa, off he comes. Oh, yes. Oh, he's on a run. He's on a run. Okay, here we go. Bending the rod. He's got a back on him. There he comes. Comes steady. Here he comes. Oh yes, I think he's over 10. He's over 10. I think land him now. Here he comes. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. Come on. In you go. In you go. Oh. God, it's too big for the net. It's a bit bigger than I thought. Not even fitting in the net. Oh, he's a slabber. Oh, he feels like a 12. I think he's a 12. A nice fish though. That's the fish we've been after. You can see these beautiful common carp. Let's put him on there. Still got quite a lot of fight left in him. That's a beauty. An absolute beauty. Right. He's about 12. Perfectly formed common carp. I'm going to just tilt that downwards so you can see him. There's the beautiful fish. He's got girth on him. He's got lovely formation. Nothing wrong with him at all. Look at that perfect common carp. Now we're going to slip him back into the water. Absolute beauty. Right. Oh yes. That is a beauty. Oh. Back he goes. Wow. What a fish. Nice one to end the session with. And as you can see, this is the kind of fish that Hordle can produce. And that was just on one lump of meat in the margins, free lining.